Welcome everybody to Apple Insider. It is Andrew here, and I'm pretty excited because these are the Galaxy Buds Live. These are Samsung's latest true wireless earbuds to take on Apple's AirPods and AirPods Pro. In this video, we're really going to be comparing them against AirPods Pro because between ANC and everything else, these are definitely more of a Pro product, and Apple's AirPods Pro have a much higher price tag. So we are really interested in testing these guys out. In fact, we've been pretty much using our AirPods Pro since they launched. They're actually kind of dingy looking in this video. So we were really excited to see a big competitor take them on, such as Samsung. So once these were announced, we immediately put our order in to pick these up, and we opened them up, and we were surprised already because the size of the box here is a lot smaller than we anticipated. It's actually quite a bit smaller than we were thinking it was going to be. And of course, inside we find our magic beans, our Galaxy Buds. But real quick though, look at the size of these cases. The Samsung one is a little bit smaller. It is more compact. It's definitely thicker than the AirPods Pro case, but it's not as wide. It is a little finicky sometimes putting the buds back inside because they're magnetic and they lay flat, and sometimes they keep getting twisted around. But really, it's pretty similar form factor, just a little bit smaller. It almost looks like a jewelry case, especially when you open it up and see these gorgeous beauties on the inside. Before we get into that though, charging wise, these guys are using two different chargers. Obviously, Apple is sticking with Lightning on its AirPods Pro, while the Galaxy Buds Live are rocking USB-C. Now, these Galaxy Buds, they are different shaped, and I am so excited that Samsung mixed it up. These aren't just another set of earbuds that look the same as everything else, and they're not doing the kind of sticking out stick that the AirPods Pro do. They actually look like something innovative. On the outside, there are two microphones. The AirPods Pro only have one. And then on the back is all these other kind of sensors and everything. The bottom part is what's going into your ear, and that top part is kind of like an additional wing that goes towards the top of your ear. And when these go in, they are pretty much flush. You'll see for yourself in just a few moments when we pop them in. But when they are in your ear, you really just see that glossy exterior. That glossy exterior does get a little fingerprinty at times, but it's not too bad just to wipe it off. AirPods are a little bit more customizable with their multiple sets of little tips that you could put on. The Galaxy Buds Live, they just have these extra wings that go in the back. There's a smaller version and a larger version. As you can see here, the smaller version comes pre-installed. You can swap it out if you just want a little bit more hold on these things when they're in your ear. Of course, if we compare them to our AirPods Pro, they just have vastly different looks. The AirPods Pro are going that force stem for controls where you use tapping gestures and tapping and holding on the Galaxy Buds Live. I honestly hate the tapping gesture. I hated it on the original AirPods, and I don't like it on the Galaxy Buds. It's kind of annoying. I find the force stem is much easier to control these guys, but it's still pretty easy to do, and either which one I'm listening to, I usually just control it through my Apple Watch, so not a big deal. As far as design goes, the AirPods are more obvious because they stick out so much more and protrude down your ear, whereas the Galaxy Buds Live, they just fit in there so seamlessly you barely even tell that you got them on. The Galaxy Buds do weigh a tiny bit more when you're actually holding them, and they don't have as good water resistance. They are IPX2, whereas the AirPods Pro are IPX4. That means the AirPods are going to withstand large amounts of water and sweat. They both support wireless charging, which is great. Throw them on a wireless charger here, top them off. The Galaxy Buds have lower overall battery life, 21 hours with the case combined, compared to 24 on the AirPods Pro, but they get longer use on an individual charge. Unfortunately, iPhones don't support bidirectional wireless charging like the Galaxy Buds do paired with any Galaxy phone. With either of these sets of earbuds, they are going to have benefits when used with their own platforms, using the Galaxy Buds with a Galaxy phone and AirPods with an Apple device, but they still work and you can get a good idea of how they sound, and that's really important. And we listen to a lot of music with both of these. We've been using AirPods for a long time, and we jumped here to the Galaxy Buds, and the Galaxy Buds, they sound great. These things have 12mm drivers inside with sound tuned by AKG. Considering how much less these cost, it's pretty incredible that they have such good sound in there. If we're going on sound quality alone, it's a little bit of a toss-up, which gives the Galaxy Buds Live a definite edge because they are cheaper for nearly the same amount of sound quality. But aside from sound quality, there are a lot of other things to look at. One of the things we want to test was the microphones, as well as the active noise cancellation on both of these guys. So let's go ahead and jump into that, with the first being a test of those microphones. So we did phone calls, we tuned up Siri on there, but really I tested some voice memos. This is an audio memo with the Galaxy Buds Live. and this is a voice memo with the AirPods Pro. So even though Apple only has 2 microphones total, one internal, one outside, whereas the Galaxy Buds have 3, both for Siri as well as audio recordings, I found the AirPods sounded much better. When we turned to ANC, we're not jumping on a bus or a plane at the moment, so we tuned up some white noise on our Mac, played at a good volume, and tested out both sets of earbuds. Starting with our AirPods Pro, which can be controlled from the watch, Siri, anything like that, we go from off to noise cancellation. We also have transparency mode here. And with noise cancellation on, we could not hear the white noise at all. It was completely gone. When it was just off, we heard it a little bit, and then transparency mode, we heard it a ton. On the Galaxy Buds, it wasn't great. You could definitely tell it was on, and it did a decent job, but it just doesn't have a good of a seal around your ear like the AirPods Pro do. Just the way that they fit in your ear. They don't have that complete seal in the ear canal, so the active noise canceling is not nearly as strong as it is on the AirPods. But still, it's like $70 less for some still solid active noise cancellation. Now, AirPods do have a few things that we just like. These aren't saying that they're better. These are just the features that kind of go with the Apple ecosystem that give AirPods the edge as Apple users. Things like being able to share audio. Just from Control Center, we have our AirPods connected, and boom, we can share audio with another set of AirPods. If we have our Apple Watch, we can swipe up, tap into our battery module here, and we actually see our AirPods Pro battery life, as well as asking Siri and all of those, just like you can do similar things with Bixby. Apple just does a good job of integrating AirPods into all of their operating systems. So we're here within Control Center. We can change noise cancellation, off, transparency mode, all of that. You can do similar things on Android with the Galaxy devices, but it's not as well implemented as it is with the AirPods. Apple also focuses on accessibility. Features like Live Listen that allows you to use your AirPods and your iPhone as a listening aid. It's incredibly useful for those who need it. But we also love how you can jump between devices. Heck, I can go from my Apple Watch, my iPhone, my iPad, or even my Apple TV and just switch on my AirPods. And soon, AirPods Pro will be getting even better with iOS 14 and a new update. You'll be able to automatically switch between devices as needed. Now, Galaxy Buds Live do have the ability to switch between devices, compatible devices, but it's not automatic and as seamless as it will be with AirPods and iOS 14. Spatial audio is also coming to the AirPods Pro. AirPods Pro actually have accelerometers in them, and you'll be able to detect how your head is facing in relation to the screens that you're watching. It's incredibly cool, and it gives you great spatial audio, 3D audio coming above you, behind you, to your sides, and as you move your head, it actually keeps the audio coming from the same direction. It is a very cool effect, and we cannot wait for this to launch. And third-party developers can take advantage of these motion APIs as well with AirPods Pro, building it into their own apps and games. Looking at things today, like right now, the Galaxy Buds Live are pretty awesome. We love their look, even if it's a little more on the gold side, but you have more color options, they fit in your ear so seamless, and they work amazing. Audio quality is great, ANC is pretty decent, even if it's not as good as AirPods, and they're just so much cheaper. We can see a lot of reasons why people are going to pick up the Galaxy Buds instead of AirPods, but AirPods Pro are getting even better. They're great now, and they have a lot of Apple-specific features that are solid, but with iOS 14 and a firmware update, these things are going to get even more powerful. I want to know what you guys think. Which one do you guys prefer, and what do you think about the future for each of these devices? Pick any of them up at the links down below in the description, and let me know what you think over on Twitter at Andrew_OSU.